Up next, we have our special guest, the creator of this famous novel, The Great Gatsby. Please welcome Mr. Fitzgerald. Hey John, it's been an honor to be here actually. You wanted to talk about my novel? Let's get to it. Now, Mr. Fitzgerald, now that you're here, let's talk about your famous novel, The Great Gatsby. Everyone has been saying that it's awesome. You should read it. John, go read it right now. It's a great book. You're missing out right now, etc., etc. So, what's it really about? I just want to know more about it. Well, John, in this book, it's about a guy named Gatsby who just tries to woo this girl named Daisy. So Gatsby's super rich, and he has parties on every Saturday nights, open invite, where anyone could just basically come through. Now Daisy, she's just this normal woman, and then overall throughout the book, Gatsby just gets involved in too many things, which just results in a very tragic event. And Nick, he's the guy who just witnesses it and is a really good friend of Gatsby, which is also a very important part in the whole book. You should actually read it. It's a great book. That's really great, Fitzgerald. I'll look into it and read the book. However, I want to know about Gatsby and Nick. In the book, I've been told that Gatsby's the main character and that Nick is just served as a bystander. Shouldn't Nick be the character? Isn't he the one that actually sees all the issues? Shouldn't he be the main character as a whole? The reason why Nick is a main character is because he's a passive person. So when he's a passive person, he just represents just being like a normal bystander to all of these events and all of the situations that Gatsby has to face himself. And I make Nick as the main character because he's the one who realizes the big picture about themes such as wealth and then social class and their division, basically. And as Nick, he approaches this big picture, he realizes how Gatsby's world of this like hidden meaning and it's how sick and twisted it is. He just realizes it as a whole. Furthermore, through Nick, I can incorporate the syntax and diction that I need to appeal to the audience, and that's why I make Nick as the main character, because he's a bystander in the same way the readers are. And if he was a main character, then he would tell it through his own perspective rather than just being a bystander who experiences it all the same way the readers do. And he just relates to them the same way the readers do because the readers look at the events and experiences that happen to Gatsby rather than being actually involved in them. Do you get that, John? Okay, Mr. Fitzgerald, now I see why Nick is very important. I understand this, and this is so overwhelming. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Mr. Fitzgerald. A round of applause for him.